This is Hannibal here. Happy Halloween with a UFO news update. I wanted to start off by just playing this quick clip of former head of the Pentagon UFO program, Luis Elizondo, recently on the Jess Michaels podcast, which is he did more of a movie about Luis than a podcast, and it's great. I highly recommend it. But here's what he said about the end on why he named his book Eminent and the upcoming potentially imminent threat.
Time is not a luxury that we can afford. The time has come. We need to start having the conversation collectively. We should have had it a while ago, but we really need to start having the conversation.
So, very interesting. Says we need to start having this UFO conversation now. I did another video last week where he addressed this talk that whistleblowers are saying there might actually be a UFO event coming up in the near future, as in the coming years, as to why the reason more and more information about UFOs is being released officially, or the government has approved releases of books like Luis Elizondo's book that has more sci-fi-ish information coming out than ever to the mainstream. But I also watched Donald Trump on the Joe Rogan show talking about UFOs, and he did say that he had spoken to some pilots that are normal people. He even said the type of person you'd want as a son, who believe that they've seen some out of this ordinary balls going at extreme speeds. He claims he's never been a UFO guy, but he said these pilots told him that these were round balls and not comets or meteors that were going 4 times faster than F-22s. And he said the UFO question is one of his most common questions. The one thing that I did find a little weird was when he talked about the Chinese spy balloon. He said a lot of people thought that the Chinese spy balloon of 2023 was a UFO, when in fact it was a Chinese spy balloon. There was also 3 other unidentified flying objects shot down around that time. And Joe Rogan didn't really grill the president on that. Maybe he just didn't think of it. But I've covered these other balloons. They're not balloons, sorry, these other unidentified flying objects. And I've even done a story. CTV News here in Canada has shown a picture of the one that was shot down over the Yukon. And it definitely wasn't a spy balloon. So, yes, the first thing was a spy balloon that was shot down. There's 3 other things that were shot down in that same time frame that we don't have the proof of. So, again, he's acknowledging that pilots are seeing stuff. He was kind of saying in this interview he was going to possibly release JFK files. He definitely is talking more than Biden's ever talked about UFOs. But to me, it didn't seem the most promising what he said on Joe Rogan. Although he's certainly acknowledging that pilots are seeing stuff. So, what are my thoughts on UFOs and Bigfoot? Well, the reason I'm interested in UFOs, and I'm sorry I did not put my camera on properly, that's why I'm holding it up. UFOs can actually affect our future, and why people are a little talking about what could possibly happen in the future. They could actually change the way we live. They could actually a lot. They're definitely monitoring us. They don't like that we have nuclear weapons. They turn our weapons on and off. They spy on our nuclear facilities. They intrude on our nuclear facilities. I just bought a book, UFOs and Nukes, which is a great book so far. They can affect our everyday lives in the future. I don't think Bigfoot can, so I'm less interested in Bigfoot. Um, Anything's possible, but that's not something I'm highly interested in, to be honest. I'm sure if someone wanted to take me on a Bigfoot hunt and we could make videos out of it and stuff, I would definitely be open to it. But my obsession, even more so than wrestling these days, is UFOs. And it's nice, at least. I mean, this is kind of crazy. We have the presidents both, like, the presidential race for the first time ever. It's like it was a little bit in UFOs in the past, but this time it seems like it's quite entrenched in UFOs and wrestling as far as the Donald Trump side, which is something I never would have imagined. Of course, Donald Trump is a WWE Hall of Famer, but like he's done promos with The Undertaker and Kane, for crying out loud. And Batista did a promo for Kamala Harris. Mick Foley has done a promo for Kamala Harris. And we have UFO talk in the presidential race. So this is quite something. But the other side to it is, should we be concerned that this is actually becoming a topic that is being taken so serious? Is there a reason behind it? Who knows? But I'm going to keep researching it. Wish everyone a happy Halloween.